So this episode of The Last Pass, we're hitting the Columbia River. It is as wild as you could possibly imagine as far as duck hunting. You know, people think of the West and they think big game hunting, you know, elk, mule deer, antelope, but I mean, this section of river is so diverse and you never know what you're gonna shoot down here. I mean, I've been down 2 guys, you could shoot 14 birds, and we shoot 14 different species with the weather, the tides, everything that goes on down here. I mean, it's dangerous. People have died and lost their lives down here. It's just such a part of Oregon. It's my favorite place in the world to hunt because it is so wild.
Hunting on the Columbia River is definitely different than any other type of hunting I've done. You gotta battle the tidal waves, so you're either raising up 8 feet or you're dropping down. You gotta make sure that your boat isn't sitting high and dry.
Hey, we just got here on the Columbia. We just got here late. It's high tide. We're just kind of, you know, scouting around. We just figured we kicked a bunch of birds out, so we just threw some decoys out. We're gonna give this a shot. So it's more of a scout, kind of hunt a little bit today, but we're gonna give it a shot. The wind's blowing from our east, from our left, so we're just kind of side shooting them now. So we'll see what happens as we go. All right, let's give this another go. We're in a good spot.
Oh, you said get on the board.
100%, 100%. I'm thinking about where I'm even gonna access to try to send the dog in there.
I can tell you this, it's dead.
I heard it hit water.
It's dead.
I think it's in there.
I think it is too.
Attaboy. We got it. Boot lip beat down. Let's go. Come on. Attaboy. I mean, this is the ledge right here. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So, but I think there's a hole right here that you guys could probably,
I could probably get that. That should be enough water.
there's enough to float you right here for now.
Yeah.
Hey, so we just got in. We're on the river again. We're in a little cut, and tide's coming up today, so we're kind of pushed in, and as the tide comes up, we're gonna just keep pushing back into the trees. We cut some willows. My favorite thing is the tough brush. I got the tough brush all over this side of the boat. We got the other boat all decorated. So we have the whoopgrass on it for your base layer in 2D, and then this gives you that 3D branch effect. So we're gonna push in, and as the tide comes up, we're just gonna keep pushing in, and the birds will just start coming in here to use this. So we should be good. We're gonna give it a go. This isn't a time of day thing on this section. It's more tide influenced, and as the tide moves up or down, the birds move according to what's going on. As it comes up, they want to get to some more food, so they kind of enter the spots where, you know, the weather's coming up and the water's coming up. Hey, relax. I know. So basically we're just waiting them out, waiting for the weather. We are going to get some weather, but we're waiting for the tide to come up just a little bit more, so they want to come in here and get in these little spots with some food in it. So it's just waiting them out.
Probably the best part of hunting on the Columbia River is the puddle ducks. You get your mallards, your widgeon, and you get some teal flying by.
It was pretty obvious that in a place like this, with the power of the water they have, especially in one of the small boats we had, it's a little iffy. It's just a totally different experience than anything else I've ever done.
We just moved. Tide was at high. Now we just moved a little bit. We looked around and drove. We find a couple birds. We kicked out a couple birds here, so we're going to give this a shot. We already shot a few, but we're just kind of getting going in this spot. We'll give this one a little bit and see what happens. So we'll see what goes on. That's all you can do, plus it's pouring. Check. You can tell the young kids. The bloodlust. Here. See if you can put it right there. I'm on the ledge of this deep to that deep.
Yeah.
So
It's cut bank.
So yeah. So do the same thing on that cut bank. Get yourself right on the ledge where it's 3 inches to over your head.
awesome part though is that the amount that everything changes, even in the course of an hour. It's just incredible, the perspective you have from being down in a hole to all of a sudden kind of on top of the world and able to see so much more.
What's up, buddy?
There was a lot of birds here, so we'll go up to the top of this and see.
I first got into hunting when I was about 8 years old. My very first duck hunt I actually went on was for my birthday, and it turned out to be with Mario. And then just after hunting with Mario, it was just an amazing experience, and ever since then I was hooked, and now I'm just doing everything I can to get out and shoot some ducks.
Hey, another morning, chipping away at them. We just got here. Just kind of ran around, see if we could find some birds. Kicked a bunch out of this spot. We're gonna give it a go. Tide's coming up, so we got a mix of mallards and widgeon and pintails in this area. So we'll give this a go, see what happens. And hopefully some birds will be getting very intimate with the camera here in a minute.
So this morning it was gorgeous. Basically, well, probably about at 10 o'clock, the sun started poking out of the clouds. You've got all the, I would call them mountains. And then the sun would poke out and you'd have ducks just illuminated against dark mountains in the background. And it's just, this is not at all like home.
The experience is just, it's unbelievable, and I'm really happy that I got to bring a bunch of people down and show them how I chase birds and how wild and crazy it is and how nuts and all the stuff you have to watch. So I'm happy that it came together, and I mean, here's a bunch of guys that never seen anything like this or hunted like this, and I think they had an incredible time, and I'm happy to share it. That's the cool part about it, and that's what waterfowling is all about. It's sharing the experience with whoever you take and showing them how you do it, because everybody does it different. And there's so many places in the world to hunt that it's just cool experiencing that and sharing that with somebody.